Hello and welcome back to 3 Count, YouTube exclusive show brought to you by Squared Circle Radio, the show that is for the fans, by the fans. I'm your phenomenal host, Mr. Podcasting Chris Belcher, and this is our weekly wrap-up show here on Friday on our YouTube channel. This one is not really a wrap-up show. This one is looking forward. We'll tell you about that in just a minute. If this is your first time checking out our YouTube channel, thank you for doing that so much. We would appreciate so much if you would like the video, hit the subscribe button right below the video. That helps us so much. It doesn't cost you a thing, but man, it means the world to us. So if you could do that for us, that would be fantastic. Now, normally on our 3 Count show, we look back at what's happened this week in wrestling. And man, as we gear up towards Bad Blood tomorrow night, it has been a busy week in wrestling. Lots of things have happened. We'll cover more of that on our Monday show. And the reason we're going to change it up this week on 3 Count is because SmackDown is in Nashville tonight on Friday. Nashville, if you're just stumbling upon our show, Nashville is where we live, Andy York and myself, and we're going to be there. So we thought it would be cool to sit here and preview the show. Now, Andy is not going to be with me tonight, but I'm going to do my best to run through some of the things that are going to happen, some of the things that may happen, may not happen. We'll see. But previewing SmackDown in Nashville tonight, I'm super excited to be there. I'll be sitting with Andy and his wife, and I'm taking my 5-year-old son for his birthday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. He's super pumped to see Cody Rhodes, his favorite wrestler. It's going to be a great time. I'm so much looking forward to getting back to wrestling. I haven't been to a live wrestling show since, oh gosh, I think it was November of last year. Yeah, when Raw was in Nashville, when it was CM Punk's first Raw back. Yeah, it was the Raw after Survivor Series. So yeah, that was the last wrestling event that I've been to. And normally I get to a few more than that, but the times they are changing and they're a little more sparing, but that's okay. We're going to be there this Friday, tonight, if you're listening to this the day that it drops. So let's preview it. What we do on the 3 Count is we give you the good, we give you the bad, and we give you the what we're holding out hope for. So I'll tell you the good things that are coming up, and it can't get more exciting than 2 match types that I have never seen in person. Not just one, 2 match types. We're getting 2 incredible gimmick matches on this, I almost said Monday Night Raw, on this Friday Night SmackDown in Nashville. First, it is the triple threat ladder match for the Tag Team Championship. You've got the champions, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa of the Bloodline, defending against 2 sets of former champions, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, DIY, the most recent champions, and then the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. Man, these 3 teams together, it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out brawl, and I am here for it. I think it's going to be fantastic. So much fun. I feel like this has to be the main event of the show, mainly because I don't know how you can top it after what you're going to see here. I expect Montez to be just this crazy maniac off the ladder. If he doesn't do something crazy. Let me tell you who might be underrated in this match is Tama Tonga. We know how crazy he can be, man. We know that he's got this other gear when he starts yelling and making all those tribal noises and whatever. I think he's going to be great in this match. He's a very underrated guy to watch. I don't know what Tonga Loa is going to do in this match. I've been on record saying that all he does is a scoop slam, so maybe he'll do a lot of scoop slams. I have no idea. Regardless, I think it's going to be a fun match, and you can't count out my boys DIY. I'm so pumped that Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa are going to wrestle a match on this show. Always fun to see them, and sometimes them being on the mid-card, on the main roster, they get buried a little bit, but we get to see them in a primetime spot, so I'm very excited. As far as a prediction for this one, I'm going to go with the Profits. I think the Profits come away with the championship here. I think it's been far too long since they have been tag team champion. They were champions for quite a while there on Monday Night Raw and then on SmackDown. I don't remember the exact order of that, but they were champions on both brands, and then they chased the Usos for a bit in 2022. So I think it'll be great to have them as champions again. Plus, you got a little bit of a newfound character with them, not as partying as they used to be with B-Fab and all that kind of stuff. So I think the Profits are going to pull this one out. The other match type that I'm very excited about is the dumpster match between as you see on the screen. Chelsea Green, the hot mess, and Mia Yim. Now, this match is not going to be a technical classic. It is not going to be 5 stars. Even if it was in the Tokyo Dome, it wouldn't be 5 stars. But it's going to be a fun match. And Chelsea Green has to lose this match, right? I mean, I think we all believe that, especially the way that vignette, the picture I just showed on the YouTube channel, the way that vignette was shot and the way she's been acting with trash, like, she has to get thrown in the dumpster. She has to lose this, right? We have to get that reaction. I think it just writes itself, and it'll be a lot of fun. This is one of those that almost doesn't matter where we go after this. Let's just enjoy the moment. Chelsea getting thrown in the dumpster will be a lot of fun. Now, I'm a Chelsea Green fan, so if she wins, I'm not going to argue. I think it'll be cool, but I think it's better for the situation if she's the one thrown into the dumpster. So that's the good. That's what I expect to be good on Friday Night SmackDown this week. Again, if you're just now tuning in, this is the 3 count. This is our YouTube exclusive show. We do have shows available on your podcast feed. That is the regular Squared Circle Radio show. That show drops every Monday after Monday Night Raw. So make sure that you're subscribed wherever you find your podcast, and make sure that you are downloading each and every episode. Give us some feedback. We would appreciate it at SQCircle_radio on all social media. So that's the good. Here's the bad. And it might turn out to be good, but I can't put it in my holding out hope category because I don't think it's going to turn out the way I want it to. The bad for Friday Night SmackDown is there's going to be no Roman Reigns. This is the go-home show before his first pay-per-view match back from his hiatus. Yes, he did a run-in at SummerSlam, but this is the first match back at Bad Blood. And that's on Saturday night. Again, so this is the go-home show. That show's in Atlanta. This one's in Nashville. It's only a 3-hour drive. It's not like we got to go very far. And Roman is not going to be on the show. Now, there's a slim possibility that he shows up unadvertised. He was not advertised for the season premiere of SmackDown, the first episode on USA, and he showed up. So, okay, there's a possibility. I just don't see it happening. One reason I don't see it happening is because the way the story was told last week with Cody, with KO, and with Randy, and with the Bloodline, it almost seems like, yes, Roman is the reason they're fighting. Yes, Roman is Cody's partner for the big match at Bad Blood, but it's almost like Roman's an afterthought. And maybe I'm in the minority there. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks that. But if he doesn't show up in Nashville, I think I don't want to say it's not been a great build, but with a super team of Cody and Roman, I expected more, of a build. Yes, we had a great promo at Georgia Tech Stadium. And yes, Roman driving a wedge between Cody and all of his friends is great. But again, it makes him feel like an afterthought. So, with him being an afterthought, it almost makes me think like this is a one-off. We've talked about the possibility of the super team of War Games between the 3 guys that I just mentioned, Cody, Kevin, Randy, and then Roman going up against the Bloodline as the super team. But if this is a one-off, what sense would that team make? I don't know. I just don't feel like they would waste Roman in that if this is a one-off and they're not going anywhere with it. Now, lots of speculation online today because today as I'm recording this, 2 days ago as you're watching it, that Cody Rhodes was on Pat McAfee's show and there was little hints of the big guy coming back. Cody didn't confirm nor deny, but Pat said, by the way Cody reacted, that's all he needed. So maybe Roman is coming back. I'm not putting my chips into that basket though. I don't think he does come back, and that's bad. I just don't think that's good. It's not good storytelling. It's not good. I don't know. You gotta put him in there. I don't know. He is advertised for like almost every SmackDown between now and Survivor Series. So okay, but why he's not at this one, I don't know. But anyway. All right, so that's the bad. So we've covered the good. We've covered the bad. And again, if this is your first time joining us, welcome to our YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, I know like 90% of our viewership not subscribed to the show, what are you doing? Make sure you're subscribed. Get yourself notifications to the device of your choice. Whenever we drop an episode, we would appreciate that support so much. Here's what I'm holding out hope for this Friday on SmackDown. It's the return of AJ Styles. Now, excuse me, swig of water for the working man. Now, I know that it is confirmed that he's coming back, so I'm not holding out hope that he'll be there because he's coming back. There you see it on the graphic. He's coming back. What I'm holding out hope for is how he gets booked when he comes back. Sam Roberts mentioned on his podcast this week that AJ needs to be a babyface. Completely agree. You saw if you've watched online, you saw the clip of AJ and Cody embracing after their house show match. I think it was last weekend in Georgia. Two Georgia boys going at it. Okay, cool. Maybe it's a one-off because they were in Georgia. Okay, fine. Or maybe it's pointing to AJ being a babyface. I sure hope so, because AJ's career is winding down. He has far more days behind him than he does in front of him. I think the fans need to appreciate AJ, be able to cheer AJ and appreciate AJ in the building rather than having to boo him. I know AJ's been vocal about he wants to be a babyface. He prefers being a babyface. He's okay with being a heel, but he prefers the babyface role. And I hate to say it, but AJ's one of these guys that Triple H just hasn't booked well in his tenure. So I hope that we turn a corner. I hope that when AJ comes back on Friday that we get some solid booking with him. Maybe win some feuds. Again, allow the fans to be able to appreciate AJ while we still have him. When AJ signed this last contract with WWE, he said this would be his last full-time contract that he ever signs in the world of wrestling. So if that's true, and there are rumors floating around that sometime in early 2025 his contract expires, if that's true, let's make the most out of while we still have AJ Styles, because he doesn't have much time left. He is getting up there in age. He's almost 50, I'm fairly certain. But maybe he's mid-40s. I think it's getting there. Regardless, let's be able to appreciate AJ. Let's make him a babyface. Let's be able to enjoy it. So that's what I'm holding out hope for, is that we book AJ in a great manner. So that's Friday Night SmackDown. That's our preview. That's 3 count. Short, easy, sweet, and to the point. We appreciate you guys being with us. If you missed last week's episode, we threw the 3 count format out the window. Andy and I talked all about the Vince McMahon docuseries on Netflix. Spent about an hour doing it. We didn't dive into everything, but we just gave some overarching thoughts. I'm sure there'll be more thoughts as other people like Jared Justice join the show and who hasn't been able to talk about it. And there'll be more things that come out, more opinions that come out. This Vince conversation will be ongoing, as it should be. But if you want our immediate reaction, go back and check it out. And obviously, we recommend going and watching the 6-part docuseries. It is a great watch. Go watch it and check out our episode. And also, you can check out all of our past episodes on the YouTube channel. We've got it split up into playlists for you. If a long form video is not your thing, we've got short little segments, different playlists, pay-per-view previews, shorts, pay-per-view recaps, old school, new school. There's something for every wrestling fan on this YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed, please do that. We would appreciate it so much. And if that's not reason enough for you to subscribe, here's one more. The plan is right now that after Bad Blood on Saturday night, so that's tomorrow night, we're going to go live on the YouTube channel, take your questions live, take your comments live, give you our live immediate reaction following the show. It is an earlier start time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So as soon as the show ends, or approximately as soon as the show ends, we're going to fire this thing up. We're going to go live, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We hope you'll join us for that. We hope that you'll submit your comments, your questions. Just be with us in the chat. We love live interactions so much. We love doing live shows, and we'd love you to be there as well. So, my name is Chris Belcher. This is a Squared Circle Radio YouTube channel. This is 3 Count, our YouTube exclusive show. So, again, if you're looking for this on podcast, you won't find it. It's only here on YouTube. Please subscribe. That would mean the world to us. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Friday Night SmackDown in Nashville this week. What a show it's going to be. We'll talk about all that and more this coming Monday on Squared Circle Radio. We will catch you then.